Hey there, Dragon Ball fans. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Buddha. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. This is your source for all things Dragon Ball involving Sparking Zero. We're diving into the latest and great information from the Dragon Ball gaming universe. Newest game that's coming out on October 11th, Sparking Zero. We got a tons of exciting news to share, so let's get right into it. First up, let's talk about the basics. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, which is currently being developed by Spike Chunsoft and is published by Bandai Namco Entertainment, is set to be released on October 11th, 2024. This is exciting and huge news for a lot of us as we've been waiting over 15 years for the next Tenkaichi game, right? Tenkaichi 4 is what a lot of us is calling it. Sparking Zero is going to be released for both PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, as well as PC via Steam. So if you are one of those people that's still stuck on the older gen consoles, it might be time to upgrade because you don't want to miss this out, right? One of the most standing out features of Sparking Zero is the intense 3D battles with breathtaking visuals. This is probably the most beautiful anime style game I have ever witnessed. As someone that did coverage on Jump Force a couple years back, probably by far the worst thing ever. This is a huge upgrade, granted, not by the same company, right? Players can expect high speed action, iconic moves like beam clashes, and even planet destroying ultimate attacks. They're bringing all that good stuff that we enjoyed to do back in Tenkaichi 3 and just the Budokai series in general. The game's arenas are also highly interactive now, reacting dynamically to your actions is showing realistic destruction throughout the progress of the battle. You know how in the old Budokai games and the Tenkaichi games, it would show destruction, but it didn't actually it was just stuff that was breakable. Where in this game, it's like the environment could literally be destroyed depending on how intense the battle is. Now let's talk about the game modes, right? We have several game modes that hasn't been officially announced so far. One of them is the episode battles, where you get to relive key moments from the Dragon Ball series, from Dragon Ball Z all the way from to Dragon Ball Super with story-driven battles. You'll also get to choose from 8 characters, including Goku, Vegeta, and etc., to experience these iconic storylines. This is everything that's confirmed so far, right? We also have custom battles, so you could actually create and share your own battle scenarios, right? So this is like what ifs on steroids because instead of it being what the game provides you, the what ifs in this case is actually what you want to do. So we could create a crazy situation, right? Let's just say this wouldn't be in the game. This will be an idea that I'm sure they will actually tap in the actual story feature of the what ifs part. But what if Goku Black actually won, right? I'm pretty sure that would be something that the game itself will provide, but scenarios like that. This include bonus battles with unique victory conditions, and an edit mode where you can actually set pre-battles and post-battle cutscenes and upload your creations for others to enjoy. So the content that this game is going to provide, the replay the replay value that this game will have solely off of custom battles alone is going to be insane, right? Then you have the local multiplayer. You can enjoy split screen multiplayer matches, and specifically in a hyperbolic time chamber, which is perfect for playing with friends and family, right? So if you have your friend come over, right, granted a lot of stuff that's multiplayer wise, you could do split screen now. Not split screen, but through the internet. But if you have company coming over, you have friends, your cousins coming over, they talking hot, they talking shit. You could beat their ass on split screen in the hyperbolic time chamber. Let's go into the mode I'm actually the most excited for, which is the what if scenarios, right? One of the most exciting features making a return in Sparking Zeros is what ifs. In episode battle mode, you can make different choices than those in the original anime and explore alternative outcomes. This add a whole new layer of replayability and depth into the game, right? So some of the examples that they actually provided in this case was the first one being, what if Goku went to fight Raditz alone and did not accept Piccolo's help, right? We get to experience the battle with Goku facing his brother without that help. As we know, Raditz completely was dominating both Goku and Vegeta, and the only reason why they was able to stop Raditz was simply because of the fact that Goku got Raditz in a full Nelson, and they both had to take the special beam cannon through the chest, killing them both. But now, what if Goku doesn't take Piccolo's help, fights him alone? In the little cutscene that we see that Krillin is actually chasing after Goku. So I wonder how that outcome would go, with it being Goku and Krillin versus Raditz. Another one we actually seen is what if Goku actually unlocked Super Saiyan when Vegeta came to Earth, right? We get to witness Goku's early transformation against the Saiyan Prince, and it's very interesting because in that cutscene, it seems like Krillin actually gets killed by Vegeta in his grade 8 form. which unlocks Goku's transformation into Super Saiyan. So my question to that is that will they continue to explore an alternative storyline route with Goku having that Super Saiyan ability? Will he kill Vegeta? And how would that go going into Namek to bring back the people back to life? Because remember, the reason why Goku was able to unlock Super Saiyan is not necessarily because Krillin died, is because with the rules of the Dragon Ball, you're only allowed to bring someone back to life once. And Krillin already died against King Piccolo. So if he was able to, so that being the trigger, knowing that Krillin was gone, is going to be gone forever, and that's his childhood best friend, that was the trigger that awakened that Super Saiyan. So now, would they carry that timeline into the next arc, which would be the Namek arc, right? Where we go and see Piccolo's, where Piccolo came from, right? Lastly, the last one that was very interesting to me is the what if scenario of what if Vegeta and Trunks performed a father and son final flash against Perfect Cell. So in this scenario, we don't know what happened to Teen Gohan. We don't even know if Teen Gohan unlocks Super Saiyan 2 in this scenario. But we do see in this cutscene that both Vegeta and Trunks are performing a final flash against the perfect Kamehameha, right? So is this a scenario where Gohan is not the hero of Earth, but is actually Vegeta and future Trunks, right? So it's a lot to look forward into. I remember playing a lot of what ifs with my father back in Tenkaichi 2 and Tenkaichi 3. Very fun experience to have. And I'm excited to see how far we're going to take this. Because remember, we're going all the way from the story of Dragon Ball Z to all the way to Super. We don't have no confirmations. I don't think there has been any real confirmation yet if we're going to explore GT. If I think we're going to explore GT, 3 key letters, DLC. And I don't know if we're going to get anything involving Dragon Ball. I would like to see Dragon Ball content in there as well. Might as well, right? Because, again, the game itself is supposed to have over 600, not 600, whoa, that's a lot. Over 160 characters. Over 160 characters. Granted, we already know half the cast is going to be very alternations of Goku and Vegeta. But with a character roster size that big, I would be shocked if we don't have some characters from Dragon Ball and some characters from GT. All right. And lastly, let's talk about what it is that we're expecting to see, right? So we have multiple different versions of the game. We have a standard base edition where you have access to the game and be able to play on October 11th, unless you have some connections where you can get the game early. Then you have the deluxe edition, which is the one I'll be getting. You get the base pass, you get the base game with the season pass, giving you DLC 1 through 3, and a Summon Shenron bonus and early access, which we don't know. The early access is 3 days early, so instead of playing on the 11th, you're playing it on the 8th, right? Which is always a good thing, being able to play a game a couple days early. The Ultimate Edition comes with a Goku Super Costume with the Power Pole and other exclusives. I think that's in-game content. And the Premium Edition is basically everything that the Ultimate Edition have, but you get like physical stuff. I wanted to get that so bad. It was like $250, but by the time I got on the site, it was already sold out. I was so hurt and so pissed. Clashes are back. That's another huge thing, right? So Clashes was one of the most fun things to do back in the Budokai Tenkaichi series. You go through a lot of controllers with the Clashes, but it was always fun to do, right? So we bring it back beam clashes. You'll be able to engage in epic beam struggles where the timing and precision is key. Instead of mashing your buttons, you'll be actually have to press specific buttons at the right moment to build up power, similar to the mechanics of Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3, if you remember that, right? And the game also introduces a new mechanic like skill count, revenge counter, and super perception, vanishing assaults, adding more depth and strategy to the combat system. So it's not going to be just a typical arena fighter button smasher game. This game will require you to actually have real timing and real skill set, right? So with all the information that we're getting, Sparking Zero is shaping up to be an incredible addition to the series with its intense battles, the interactive environments, and the return of the beloved what-if scenarios and beam clashes. Can't wait to get our hands on it and explore more about it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe for more Dragon Ball updates, and let us know in the comments what are you most excited about in Sparking Zero. Until next time, stay powerful, Saiyans.